dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstaged. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. His people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up down with these big frowns.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Dragons of San Antonio. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd down, McNally, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. When you look at this defense, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that. Picks up the 1st down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer, picks it up for the 1st down.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up... Route, rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. McNally. He finds some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 46 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Ramley. 18 Ramley.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Flushed out right. Oh, wide open, complete. A big play there. 42 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a give running left at Sayers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off play action, it's Cunningham. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A run at Sayers right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. McNally, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. When you look at this defense, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. A play fake. Now Cunningham. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On play action, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cunningham looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Cunningham.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be cost.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the first carry for Bush. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Cunningham to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Dragons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Let's go now.
On first down, it's Cunningham. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And that pick six, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick six, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Packers 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cunningham.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception. Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Up the middle, they run with Gale Sayers. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Here's Cunningham. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a give, it's Sayers between the tackles. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. Giving 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Cunningham. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Off play action. Cunningham rolling to his left. And he is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
On the give, this is Sayers. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
It's 4th and goal.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd down now, McNally.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 28-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
On play action, now Rodgers. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if...
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Next to score, Dragons 31.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Johnson's got it complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Cunningham. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. And now here's another interception.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
One final try now for Rodgers. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
What a performance.